Everyone was shocked when Valentino Rossi announced that he was retiring from motorsport racing on the 5th of August 2021. He stated it was a very difficult and sad decision. I guess what he needed was cheering up. So he went out and bought himself an expensive yacht. Lucky for some, eh? More on his yacht later. You know, number 46 had been on the track for 30 years, rewriting history, and has made a legacy for himself that other riders can only envy. Valentino Rossi was an Italian MotoGP racer with a long track record. He started his racing career in 1996 and rose to become a legend who would be praised by other racers after him, including Fabio Quartararo. He not only made records on the racetracks to be broken, but became one of the few riders to ride for several motorcycle manufacturers, with many bikes attributed to his name. Valentino built up so much fame on the racetrack, earning so much money. Did you know he was the highest earning racer of all time? Well, it's plain to see why he can afford so many luxuries on his retirement from the sport. 30 years of racing is a huge achievement, not just being on track but making a name for yourself. Valentino Rossi rose to the challenge to join the group of the top riders ever known in motorsport. This is the story of Racer 46, his fascinating achievements, his lifestyle and love of the sport. And also, keep watching to the end to see if you knew this one thing about Rossi that infuriated him to the bitter end. Rossi was a famous MotoGP racer synonymous with the sport. Nicknamed the Doctor, he has worked with 4 different manufacturers since he kicked off his racing career in 1996. The 125cc group of racing was his first debut. The 4 manufacturers were Aprilia, Honda, Yamaha and Ducati, but he stayed the longest time working with Yamaha. Rossi scored a lot of victories for the Japanese manufacturer. Valentino's number was 46 and still is. He raced right up to the 2021 season in the Premier class, the 26th season he participated. This was to be his last season in MotoGP. This all the more shows why every rider should be given a chance to have a legendary number to their name. If a young rider wants to take a go at the MotoGP with the number 46, then why not let them have it? If anything, the number displays the rider's confidence and ability, just as Rossi inherited number 46 from his father and made good use of it. Valentino's fans were surprised when he announced that he would stop racing after the season of 2021 on the 5th of August. It was a very uneasy and sad time for everyone, including him, when he said it was hard to imagine not racing in the next season after 30 years of racing. Valentino Rossi is an Italian legend, whose name will forever be remembered as an amazing track racer in the MotoGP world. His Grand Prix legacy will not be forgotten as we go through his racing career and the bikes he raced with. Valentino Rossi has had a long career, and in that time he's ridden for different manufacturers and on different bikes of different classes. Let's start from the beginning. 1996 to 97. Rossi started his racing career in 1996 while riding for the Aprilia RS125. In 1997, he won 11 times with 13 podium standings in the 125cc group. He had 15 races during that season. 1989 to 99. Valentino Rossi raced with the Aprilia team in the 250cc class, but it was not until 1992 that its success was notable when he took his bike for some major alterations, known as AF1. Valentino's bike got a new name, RS250V. His performance was greatly increased by the bike until his final races in the season of 2009. Rossi won the 1997 Grand Prix Championships in the 125cc group and rose to join the 250cc group in 1998, but was in second place, which wasn't up to his expectations. He had the Aprilia RSW250 for the season of 1999. The bike was similar to the 2008 type, a 110 horsepower engine with 2-strokes V-twin engine. He was victorious in the first 250cc race he participated in. He was in first and second place in the World Championships in the Grand Prix. Valentino then switched from Aprilia to Honda after finishing the race, a Japanese manufacturer he would use to create a new history in his life. Honda had always been a bike for achievements that MotoGP riders wanted to sign for, used by legends like Marco Melandri, Max Biaggi and Marc Marquez. 2000 to 2001. This season, Valentino raced with the Honda NSR 500, and created several records at the Grand Prix Premier class. Rossi was victorious in his first 500cc group during the 2001 season. No one was victorious in the 500cc title after him because it was reinvented to become MotoGP during the 2002 season with the introduction of the 990cc bikes. Rossi raced with his bikes to the 2001 Grand Prix Championship in Japan and won the 500th victory for Honda. The bike was first introduced during the 1984 season and instantly became a hit. It was the dominating bike for motorcyclists until the close of the 500cc races, and up to this moment is still recognized as the most successful machine in the Premier class. 2002 to 2003. During this time, Valentino rode the Honda RC211V during the 2002 and 2003 season. This was a new era beginning for MotoGP, and he was victorious in both seasons. The Honda bike had the best technology and design at the time, but as much as it won the 2002 and 2003 titles, Rossi wanted a new challenge and moved to Yamaha for the 2004 season, winning in 2004, 05, again in 08 and 09 on the YZR M1. 2004 to 2011. Rossi started off 2006 as the favourite, but things didn't go to plan. He experienced a lot of difficulties but managed to win twice in Italy and Catalonia. He won in Germany and finished in second place in Valencia. In the end, he came in position 13 overall, which was disappointing. After losing 2 back-to-back seasons, Rossi scored 3 podiums and finished second in Australia and third place in Valencia in 2008. After his successful championship win again in 2008, he was expected to be a powerful contender in the 2009 season. And so it was again that he lifted the championship title in 2009. 2011 to 2012. Valentino once again took on the challenge and became a member of the Ducati team. It was a great move for him in motorsports because he was finally racing for an automaker of Italian origin, something he had always wanted. The seasons did not go well for him as he could not win any races. He switched back from Ducati to Yamaha again for the 2013 season. After the announcement of him leaving the Ducati team, with his switch back to Yamaha, he went to Twitter and made several tweets on the 14th of August 2012 and apologized for his poor performance while with Ducati. From 2013 to 2021, Valentino Rossi remained with Yamaha for the remainder of his career until his retirement in 2021. After retiring, Valentino Rossi can finally enjoy his hard work over the years. Here's what he's been doing when he's not on the tracks. Valentino's partner is Francesca Sofia Novello. They met in 2018. Francesca was a lingerie model and the face of many Milan fashion campaigns. They kept their relationship discreet and rarely shared anything about their relationship. There are very few instances of him on his partner's Instagram, which has over 500 million followers. She was, however, actively supporting him while on the paddocks during his last season. Francesca used to be a grid girl for the MotoGP, but after a groping incident, she called it quits. And what about that yacht? Valentino's properties are located in Ibiza, London, and his hometown Tavullia. Even with that, what he bought recently was most impressive. Valentino has forever been a yachting fan, which led him to buy a yacht worth 8 million euros. The vessel is an 89-foot San Lorenzo X88, capable of reaching 23 knots top speed and making a lengthy journey, if need be, with its 9,300-litre fuel tank. 8 people can comfortably sleep on the yacht. Rossi had bought the Mochi craft before and sold it 15 years later. He had also owned a luxurious yacht worth 1.4 million euros named Tilia. He then named his latest yacht Tilia 2. Rossi's net worth is estimated to be over 200 million. Wow. A nice amount to retire on, I guess. A dad. Rossi dated many hot women over the years, including Linda Morselli, a former beauty pageant whom he dated for 9 years. He had never understood fatherhood as it did not seem like he was interested in having his offspring. But that all changed when he met his new girlfriend Francesca. He recently revealed that he would become a father. He had a funny social media post where he was dressed like a doctor while pointing a stethoscope at his pregnant girlfriend. He gave the snap the caption, "We're expecting a girl." There are no signs of him getting married yet, so do not expect that anytime soon. Even Francesca expressed that having a ring on her finger is not proof of love. In his racing career, Rossi had a lot of rivals like Jorge Lorenzo, Casey Stoner, Marc Marquez, and the list goes on. When asked what he thought about his rivals, he gave a surprising answer. He said no one likes rivalry in motorsport GP, but rivals are excellent when it comes to testing your limits and finding something hidden inside of yourself. He had fantastic rivalries in his career and he enjoyed every moment of it. Many riders want to emulate Rossi in what he has achieved, but they still have a lot to do before escaping the shadows of the great MotoGP racer, Valentino Rossi. And as promised, that one thing that infuriated Rossi and caught up with him in the end was taxes. When the taxman arrived at Rossi's house for routine audits around 2007, not even Rossi could match his pace. According to the law, he could only live in Italy for 90 days of the year, so he claimed living with his business manager in London. In order to appear legit, he'd always fly to London after a race, spend some time there, then hop on a private jet and head back to Italy. Nonetheless, the taxman wasn't falling for it and searched his residence in Tavullia, the mileage on his automobiles, and even for any fees he was billed for on an exercise membership. He was hit for a bill of 65 million euros. Woo! Rossi got it settled for almost half that, 35 million euros, and he now resides in Italy all the time. Great riders are not born but made. Valentino Rossi is proof of that. To become the best, you must make yourself the best. A legend in motorsports, never to be forgotten. Be sure to check out Moto Plus for more fantastic videos. See you there.